Hey all, welcome to my channel. Again, this video being delayed to the point where like I recorded it at 9/22, 2023 at around basically 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fortunately, due to restrictions where YouTube doesn't understand sarcasm one aspect and also the other aspect of like, when streaming during a game, person was talking in the background, wasn't actually showing the game. Well, showed the game a little bit here and there, but like, reversed, and then had to go to the bathroom. And when it came back, it was like, oh, you've been blocked, and like everything else is that for that matter. But in any case, YouTube has a policy, so be it. Fine, let it be like that. But, and the best part is like, also with my shorts, when I created some shorts sort of negatively discussing about it, YouTube decided to not block them, but also restrict the upload, which is surprising as well too. Whereas I decided to post up with something else like magic related, and that went through. But if you talk negatively about YouTube, wow, fascinating. But in any case, so apparently you can't talk negative about YouTube for whatever reason. If that's the case, fine. It's their platform. It makes sense. Though if they want to be about, oh, it's all about free speech and all that stuff, don't say that. Please don't say that. That's all baloney. That's all a bunch of malarkey. Let's put it bluntly. YouTube, Twitter, all the other platforms, if it's all about free speech, then it's malarkey. Granted, hate speech should not be on there, but at the same time, it's still free speech. People have a right to like say whatever they want to say at that point. It's a matter of like, if you want to spread misinformation, it's up to the user to use their head. That's the thing. It's up to the user. It's not up to the platform itself. I mean, honestly, what's the difference for me going out and like spreading misinformation by putting up a poster sign everywhere like this and like that? It's like whatever, yada yada yada. I'm not going to say it because I'm going to be probably blocked because of that. So honestly, I don't really care if someone's spreading misinformation, because like I'm smart enough to know like that's stupidity. They're stupid. Misinformation. When the whole COVID thing came about, people were spreading misinformation. Joe Rogan was spreading information. I'm like, you guys are idiots. I'm not going to listen. I don't need to listen because like science dictates otherwise. Logic dictates otherwise. It's a matter of using logic. If you can't use your brain and figure out what proper logic is, then you got a problem at that point altogether. At that point, so that's it. So people that are afraid, are like, oh well, you can't have all this stuff being spread around. You might as well make a TV show. People are influenced by TV shows and the news for that matter. The news or news. In reality, they're editorials. Let's not forget this. All these programs, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. Oh, it's all news. No, it's not. It's not news. They sprinkle in the facts, but with their own spin on the facts. That's the thing. They spin the facts around to their needs, basically, and like exclude certain information. This is why I'm pissed off to the point like I can't watch news or read news because like no one wants to give me the actual facts. All I need is facts, straightforward, just actual facts. I don't need your editorial. If I want your editorial, then great, create a program for that. This is why in the new, the Times, unfortunately, yeah, they report facts, but they also sprinkle a little bit of their, their editorials at that point as well too. Similar to Wall Street Journal, similarly with the Washington Post, LA Times, etc. Basically, news nowadays it's editorial more than anything else. It's editorial. There's no one that wants to give facts. Why? Because it's all about the money. That's what it comes down to. Money, 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 and I'm pissed off about it. I wish there was something somewhere out there where it was just pure facts. I want to say Reuters, but I don't know. AP News, at least, is the closest thing I can come to where I can actually read the news, and it's mostly 80% facts at least, where there's maybe a little bit of sprinkling of their editorial at that point, but at least it's mostly facts, and that's why I read off of that. I might as well get the news from the AP News at that point, or some other aspects as well. I just want facts, absolute facts. Give me hard numbers, hard facts, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't need your opinion. Don't spin it. If I want your opinion, I'll read your editorial section then. You go ahead. Like that's what newspapers used to be about. Or the editorials. You go to the editorials. When you read the article, about the facts and all that stuff. In some cases, you're not seeing that. Now they're like, well, the heinous crime. I'm like, okay, it is a heinous crime. But at the same time, it's like, under what aspect are you looking at it, basically? Granted, I'm not saying all crimes should be trivialized, but and they are, whatever it may be, it can be heinous. But I'm just saying is basically you don't have to push your agenda onto this. Similar with sports, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, The Atlantic. I'm sorry, The Athletic, not The Atlantic, The Athletic. All their editorials as well too. Which, you know what? I like that. At least I know it's not news. I know it's not pure sports news. I knew it's their editorial, and I'm aware, and that's what I'd like to read about, because like I like to hear the opinions of people about that, and that's great about that. Now, if I'm trying to look for facts, all right, I just look for like the stats at that point, the game scores or the box scores, basically, and that's where I know. Okay, here it is, there it is, etc. So this is why I like that. There's nothing about that in this situation, and this is why I miss the news itself. Basically, the fact is like if it was pure hard facts, pure numbers, cold hard facts, cold hard numbers, I'm good to understand what's going on. To understand the brevity and severity of the news itself, that's up to the user themselves to decide. That's what it comes down to. But if you have to sprinkle in the flavor of your opinion, all right, then create the editorial aspect of things. And like that's what I'm now realizing. All this stuff is editorial. I'm like, I really want. There's no like factual, I don't want to say factual, but there's no site out there except maybe Politico, I think is the closest one that doesn't lean either way, and they just kind of put the information out there. But outside of that, yeah. I meant to talk about a review about BJ's Beer Club, but I just went off of this because of the fact that YouTube decided to censor me and like, oh, you're bringing blog posts, whatever. But whatever. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Let me know your comments. Do you wish the news was the news where it was just pure cold hard facts, pure information, and that was it? None of this editorial aspect. I mean, it's great that you see newscasters have a heart and show their emotions a little bit, but at the same time, I don't need to know their agenda. I don't need to know their full-on opinions about certain things. I mean, like Rachel Maddow, I know it's like, all right, it's more towards the leftist side, or Hannity, Sean Hannity. Honestly, it's like I just need to know the cold hard facts. At least I knew with Bill O'Reilly, I knew that it was a commentary program, and that was it. Hannity, same thing. But and Hannity, I don't know if he openly admits that he's an editorial commentator. I'm not a news person. I'm just an editorial. If that's the case, great. But everyone else is like pushing off them. Like, I'm more about news, like CNN's, Anderson Cooper. Like him, but at the same time, he's like, I'm giving the news. No, you're not. You're giving your opinion, and that's the problem. I just want cold, hard facts. And CNN's trying to say, it's like, we're the news program. No, you were the news program back in the day. Now it's become more editorial, just like MSNBC. Because why? You need the ratings, which I understand. Ratings matter. Because without ratings, you're not on here. And I understand that. But at the same time, you could still at least have one dedicated hour of just pure facts and news. Pure facts, pure hard cold numbers. Just let me see that at that point. But in any case, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your comments and thoughts on it. Do you miss those days when like it was just pure, unadulterated, pure fact and actual data versus commentaries, editorials that are sprinkled into it? I do read my comments, and I'm hoping this video doesn't get cited or get another strike from YouTube themselves. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and of course unrehearsed. Until next time.